Alright, I'm up here, Mr. and Mrs. Collier. Just got up on the front here, and I'm walking up to where this leak is happening. The back side of this chimney where we stood down on the ground looking up here. So I see where, right off the bat, what I see first is where the shingle meets the flashing and where this caulking is. Many times when leaks occur, that is a fix that stops water temporarily, but after a while what happens is the aluminum behind the caulking expands and contracts and it breaks loose, and then the water actually can, start to get in to little crevices and holes, and then the fix that worked for a while actually becomes more damaging, because then it traps the water in there and it can't run down and get out. So because of that, and the way this is caulked here along this metal pan, I don't think we can just, we can just caulk it up again, but if we do that, it's the same deal. It's going to last for 5 months, 6 months, 8 months, 2 months. I don't even know for sure, and it's just going to break loose again, and after a while there's going to be so much caulk and so much buildup that it's just going to be a mess. And so we could do that, and if we did do that, I wouldn't be able to give you any guarantee, because it could break loose again because of the buildup underneath of it, because it's impossible without damaging the shingles to chip this caulk off of here. So what I would suggest we do is, from the bottom of the chimney up, see that this had that cedar shake roof on it before, and I can tell because the flashing is all the way from here to here, and you got 1, 2.5 courses of shingles. It's not properly flashed. So my suggestion would be to remove the shingles from this wall about 3 feet out, 2 feet to 3 feet out from the wall back, all the way up and up this wall to this section right here minimum. But if it was mine, I would go all the rest of the way, and I would just re-flash this wall properly with step flashing, ice guard, new shingles, and this counter flashing, this metal right here that's called counter flashing. What we would do is, I'm just thinking as I'm shooting this, I'm just thinking what is absolutely best for you, because a lot of times we can slide the new flashing up behind this counter flashing, but because it's been nailed down here and there's no room, and this flashing is actually nailed behind this, we need to remove this counter flash. So I'm going to say tear out the shingles 2 to 3 feet over, remove all the flashing, clean everything up all the way up, and then re-flash, ice and water guard, and re-flash this whole, I'm just going to call this pan the ugly pan. This whole ugly pan will be gone, and we'll put in all new brown flashing, and we'll come up all the way to the top and re-flash. And now there will be a slightly noticeable difference with the color of the shingles, because these aren't going to match, being the age that they are and faded exact, but it's not a problem. And then this pipe here, this is what I don't like about this pipe. If you can see this, there's a number on there, and it actually says 3-inch. Well, this pipe is a 2-inch pipe, so they used the wrong size pipe. And what happens, you can see when I move this pipe, you can actually see air. I don't know if you can pick that up on camera, and water's getting in there. So what I would suggest we do, because we're going to be tore out anyway, we just put the proper 2-inch pipe onto this pipe collar, and that's going to solve your problem, guaranteed for the long haul. This won't leak again. You won't have to worry about it until this I mean, it would last longer than the roof, but until this roof needs to be replaced. Then, while I'm here, I just like to look around because we do what we call roof tune-ups, and if there is anything that needs to be done, and I'll break all this up, but I would say that we could recaulk this chimney flashing for you while we're here. I look at your chimney mortar cap, and you know, there is some cracks on it, and I can see that they've been caulked. This pipe up here is a plastic pipe collar, and we can see that this caulking right here is cracking. So again, water now gets in there and it traps it. So this is a 1 1/4 inch pipe, and we could replace it, or we can just caulk around it again. The skylights, because of what you said about the snow, and I don't see much. We don't need to try to caulk around them and create a dam or create a problem. The furnace flue stack, we would caulk around that. We would caulk around the satellite dish brackets. This pipe here, same thing. It's a 3-inch pipe. It's plastic and it's cracking, so we could replace it or caulk around it. And a lot of times I'll recommend, like, if you don't want to have to mess with this again until you redo this roof, then I would recommend replacing those plastic pipes. But because of starting a business and cash flow, I fully understand that as a homeowner and a businessman. You know, maybe the right thing to do is just, or the better thing to do for you at this point is caulk them and just be done with it. And then if you do need to have a spec out in 2-3 years because it breaks loose, and I'm talking about the rest of the roof, not the original problem repair, that I've stated I don't think caulking that is the best answer. I don't feel confident that it's going to stop the leak for the period of time that you'd look for it to stop the leak. So this chimney, we could recaulk this chimney and the flashing, but again, your mortar cap is you know, cracked all over. It's been sealed, and we do have a product called Flex Crown that we do. Your gutters look great. You know, the gutters are in great conditions. Big, large, oversized gutters with hidden hangers. So that's it. I'm going to walk over and just take a look at the garage, but it looks, there's nothing even here on the garage except for, yeah, you're flashing along this wall, and if you haven't had any issues with it, then there's nothing over here that needs to be done. And so you can tell me what your thoughts are. I'll give you some costs on these different options. We'll call this number 1, the main purpose of coming, and I'll give you a price for it, and then we'll call the rest a roof tune-up, and we'll do it with just caulking all the flashings and the penetrations, the pipes, get you through 2-3 years before you'd need to see us again. And then we'll give you another option to replace those plastic pipes and get you through. You won't see us again most likely until you needed a new roof. And then I'll also talk to you about the options for the Flex Crown chimney caps on each chimney as another option. That'll do it.